Welcome everybody to a look at the first film in the Strange New Worlds science fiction at DEFA box set from Eureka. So the first film is 1960's The Silent Star. So this is also known as First Spaceship on Venus, Planet of the Dead, and Spaceship Venus Does Not Reply. So this is directed by Kurt Meitzig, who I've not seen anything else from before. Science fiction film clocking in at 93 minutes long. And yeah, the only actress or actor or any of them that I've seen in anything before would be Yoko Tani. The rest of the cast, not seen anything from them before, but Yoko Tani did have a minor role in the likes of the Death Ray of Dr. Mabusa, which is a bit of a coincidence given that was also the previous box set that Eureka released. And she was also in Invasion from 1965. She played Sita, the leader of the Listerians, or the bad guys in that film. So yeah, it's nice to at least have someone in the film that I've seen him before. So, when an alien artifact is discovered on Earth, it is found to have come from Venus. An international team of astronauts sets out on a journey to the planet to investigate its origins. So, this East German slash Polish colour science fiction film isn't likely to be up everyone's street, as it isn't action packed. It is quite talky, and the pacing, although not sluggish for me, as I've seen far worse, it would no doubt be for some. On the whole, though, those issues weren't a problem for me as I found this to be really captivating, while it put me in mind by quite a great deal of the first Star Trek film in a lot of ways, in the fact that that film's also quite talky. A lot of people consider that sluggish, and yeah, but like that film, this also has really rather great production value in terms of the visual sets and miniatures, which are absolutely stunning. Which is despite some of the cracks in that production. The score is great. I found the pacing to be on point. The cast is decent. It is well shot. Has some solid character interactions, and it is thematically weighty as well. While the international cast is truly international. You have people from China, you have people from Africa, you have people from the US, and East Germany, and such. So, yeah, it is a really rather international cast, and it's thematically weighty as well as it is really rather criticizing the use of atomic weapons, um, as well as the lack of unity on Earth at that point, which is obviously kind of reflecting the Cold War at the time. Although in this world, the world is a lot more unified than it is or was in 1960. When I talk about cracks in the production, by the way, I mean in certain areas where, no doubt, the fact that it's now on Blu-ray, so I own a much higher quality transfer. You do see elements to it that are a little bit evident of the low budget. In particular, there is one scene where they suddenly become weightless on the spaceship before the artificial gravity kicks in. One of the astronauts unbuckles his seatbelts, and you can quite clearly see the strings pulling up the seatbelts to simulate the lack of gravity. So, yeah, but it's not egregious or anything like that. And to be honest, I find that kind of thing a little bit charming, to be honest. So, yeah, this film has had a 2K scan of the original 35mm camera negative, and yeah, looks absolutely stunning. Not quite sure why this is the only one of the only, I think, two to have its own disc. Two of the films do share a disc, um, but still, really, really good film. Really enjoyed it. 4 out of 5 from me. So it's also, in terms of extras, got a new audio commentary by Roland Mann, which is presented by David Melville Wingrove. You've also got British filmmaker visits DEFA from 1959. So that's an archival newsreel documenting Anthony Asquith's visit to the set of The Silent Star. You've also got A Rocket in the Soviet Union, also from 1959, and that's an archival newsreel covering the making of The Silent Star. And you've also got an original theatrical trailer as well. There are more extras on this disc and the other discs as well, that aren't related directly to the film, but I'll go through those in my final review of the final film, basically. So, yeah, as I round up the box set in particular when I rank the film. So, yeah, but extremely strong start from this box set, to be honest. I also really rather like the artwork on it, and there's also a robot that is actually in this film. And it does look as goofy as that. I'm not sure if you can actually see, but yeah, he's got lights underneath his camera eyes or whatever, and yeah, it looks like he's permanently grinning, I guess you could say. But yeah, still really, really charming effort. I am obviously a massive fan of 50s, 60s sci-fi, so it was already right up my street just in that regard. But to have miniatures and yeah, really rather space exploration and an international cast, and then also be thematically weighty and have a fantastic score on top of all of that, and it's just yeah, it's just right up my street. And I figured it would be given what I'd read up about it. Although, like I said in my unboxing video, this on Letterboxd hasn't had the warmest of receptions. I've seen a lot of 2 stars on that website, but me personally, yeah, I've given it 4. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing what the rest of the films are like. Um, in particular, In the Dust of the Stars, because I have heard great things about that as well. To be honest, but yeah, I guess they say the one that is probably going to look the best out of all of them is Signals: A Space Adventure, given that it's had a brand new 6K scan. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what that looks like. Obviously, my TV only goes up to 4K, and I'm pretty sure that's the case for everyone, unless you've got an 8K TV. I don't know who does, but yeah, still should look fantastic. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.